Hello friends, we are going to start on our new story of the week this morning. And our new story of the week is Bear Snores On. It's one of my very favorite books to read about cold times. Bear Snores On by Karma Wilson. So Karma Wilson is the author. She thought of the story and wrote the words to the story. Jane Chapman is the illustrator, and the illustrator did the pictures. Look at those pictures. She added lots of details so you can see that the bear has hair. She did a great job with those. Today with our story, we're going to be working on predicting. Remember, we have that crystal ball to remind us what predicting means. And it's like seeing the future, seeing what's going to happen. So it says, readers take clues from the text and then make a smart guess about what will happen in the story. So we're going to read part of the story and then I'm going to stop. And I want you to think about what's already happened and make a smart guess of what you think is going to happen next. So I'm going to hang that behind us to help us to remember that that's what we're working on. We're going to predict today. So today you need this page. It's the page that has the bear here. And remember that crystal ball helps us to remember that we're working on predicting, making smart guesses. All right, let's read Bear Snores On. Now, before the words begin, we see a picture of the setting of this story. Remember, the setting is where something happens. And it looks like we see a forest, and here's a cave. And we know that bears live in caves, or they hibernate in a cave, right? That's where they keep their shelter. We see what looks like the bear's tracks going into the cave, and it's snowing. So I bet it's pretty cold right now. Bear Snores On. Here's our title page. In a cave in the woods, in his deep, dark lair, through the long, cold winter, sleeps a great brown bear. Cuddled in a heap with his eyes shut tight, he sleeps through the day, he sleeps through the night. He's hibernating. And remember, when animals hibernate, they stay asleep all the time. The cold winds howl and the night sounds growl, but the bear snores on. An itty-bitty mouse, pitter-pat, tiptoe, creep crawls in the cave from the fluff cold snow. Mouse squeaks, too damp, too dank, too dark, so he lights wee twigs with a small hot spark. The coals pip-pop and the wind doesn't stop, but the bear snores on. Two glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And a hare hops in. "Home, Mouse," says Hare, "long time no see." So they pop white corn and they brew black tea. So this is a hare, and hares are different than rabbits. They have longer ears and they're larger. Mouse sips wee slurps, hare burps big burps, but the bear snores on. Badger scuttles by, snuffs at the air. "I smell yummy yums. Perhaps we can share." So we have a mouse, then a hare, and now here comes Badger. "I've brought honey nuts," Badger says with a grin. "Let's divvy them up, cozy down, and dig in." And they nibble and they munch with a chew, chomp, crunch. But the bear snores on. A gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor. Then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. Mole mutters, "What a night! What a storm!" twitters wren. And everybody clutters in the great bear's den. They tweet and they titter, they chat and they chitter. But the bear snores on. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. Check it out. He's in the background sleeping and they're all dancing. Hare stokes the fire. Mouse seasons stew. Then a small pepper fleck makes the bear achoo! He blows and he sneezes and the whole crowd freezes. And the bear wakes up. Bear gnarls and he snarls. Bear roars and he rumbles. Bear jumps and he stomps. Bear growls and he grumbles. Look at his face there. Okay, friends, I'm going to stop right there, and I want you to think about what's already happened in the story and what we see from Bear on that page, and I want you to make a smart guess about what's going to happen next in our story. Remember, a smart guess is called a prediction. So you have your page here. I want you to draw what you think is going to happen next in our story, and then I want you to write what you think is going to happen. Now remember, we sent home our spell helpers, and I want you to be a smarty speller. To be a smarty speller, you do not ask a grown-up how to spell something. You say the sounds, and you write the sounds that they say. Remember, this went home to help you with those words. I want you to make your prediction, write and draw it on your page, and then I'll be back to read the rest of the story.